my goodness, you guys. I am beyond excited that you are here. I decided to make this website actually to be able to share information about what it is I do as a wellness coach in a way that's super easy for you guys to get the information. You get to do it on your own time. You get to watch these videos on your own time. So if you're here, you obviously have some questions or even just some curiosity about what it is that I do as a coach. And so on this page, you're going to see a couple of videos. One, today I'm going to go through my story. You're going to hear a little bit about what it is we do in terms of like time and tasks as a wellness coach, what it is we focus on. You're going to hear income, so how it is that we make money through this business because it is a business opportunity. And then you're going to hear about what's next. How do I get started? What are those last lingering questions that you might have? And how do we do this thing? So I'm going to start by telling you my story. If you knew me before June of 2018, I hated to work out, so I never did it. I didn't know the first thing about nutrition or wellness or how to fuel my body. I had never read a personal development book in my life. I had a pretty negative mindset about all things wellness. And so I stumbled across my coach's Instagram in the beginning of like 2018, and I stalked it. I saw this girl who was a teacher just like me, who was waking up before school to get her workouts in, which was mind-boggling to me. She was talking about how she was fueling her body and feeling so much better and had energy at school and felt like she was becoming a better teacher because she had this extra energy. And I remember watching and low-key rolling my eyes about it because that can't be true. And nobody actually feels that good when they work out. And nobody actually works out that much. And I just watched. I was finishing up my third year of teaching, and I had a gym membership. I was paying $50 a month for it that I never went to. I don't know if maybe that's you too. I was paying far too much for something that I was not using. I would call myself a gym wanderer. Maybe you are too. I would just kind of go and meander about the machines that I felt comfortable on, which were like 2 of them. And that was like the 10 times that I actually went. My nutrition as a teacher consisted of Lucky Charms. Let's see, what would I eat for lunch? A bag of goldfish, maybe a yogurt. And then I would come home for dinner and probably eat some popcorn, maybe a glass of lemonade, possibly some chicken nuggets. No judgment, but it was not fueling me. It was not making me a better person. And I was going to school tired. I was coming home tired. I was falling asleep tired. And I was repeating the day the next day. And I loved my job. I loved being a teacher, but it was not serving me. I was a mess. And I look back at that time sad for that gen and sad for those kids that had me in those first couple years because I was doing everything I possibly could to be the best teacher for them, except taking care of myself. So you can see that I was watching this coach on Instagram and it was the complete opposite of who I was. So I finished my third year teaching. I went home for the summer. I live in Hawaii right now. And I continued watching and I thought to myself, why not me? Why is it just this girl on Instagram who's working out and seeing results and feeling better? And I'm going to be honest with you, I didn't really have weight to lose. I definitely felt weak and I didn't have muscle. And there were parts of me that I would like to have toned up, but I didn't have a ton of weight to lose, so I didn't really go into it for that. I went into it for like energy and feeling better in my own body. And so I signed up to do this 8-week lifting program. I'd never picked up a weight probably in my life. And I convinced my boyfriend to do it. And by convinced, I mean I texted him and I said, hey, I'm doing this 8-week lifting program and you're doing it with me. And he was like, okay. And we started. And within 2 weeks, I was mind-boggled by how much I loved it. I got added into her like accountability group and I just loved it. I loved doing my workouts. I loved checking in after and sharing about my workouts. I loved drinking my superfood shake. I loved taking selfies with my superfood shake. I loved it all. And so by the end of that 8-week program, I was glowing. I felt like probably the best I've ever felt in my body. And so confident, so happy, so much energy. And I can distinctly remember sitting with CJ in the car. I don't remember where we were driving to, but I remember we were talking about money. And he's my fiance now, but at the time he was my boyfriend. And I just remember saying, like, I want to be able to travel the world. I want to be able to, at the drop of the hat, like, book a ticket somewhere and just go when we have free time. I want to be able to see things and go places and do things. But my income as a teacher does not support that. My income as a teacher barely supported me living and doing fun things in Hawaii. Barely. I was able to save a little bit of money, but that's basically it. And he looked at me and he said, why don't you find like a side hustle that you're excited about? Why don't you find something, not like a waitressing job or a bartending job, something that you really love that you can make some extra money in? And that afternoon, I messaged my coach, Kate, and I said, tell me about this coaching thing because I love these workouts. Just tell me, I think I want to do this. And I made my Instagram and I started sharing. I can't even tell you how beyond blessed I feel to have stumbled across that random Instagram one random day on my Explore feed because it's brought me to the person I am now in November of 2019, who loves the skin that she is in, who is working every day to become the best possible version of herself, who pours into personal development regularly and feels like she's changing who she is to be better, who has formed this side hustle, who's still teaching and still loving it, but who feels like she's a better teacher because of this side hustle. Being able to share about my journey, being able to post workout clips and take sweaty selfies and inspire other people to do the same thing has been a game changer in my life. And I can't even fathom to think about where I would be in my 5th year if I hadn't taken that step toward that thing that was scary and signed up to do these workouts. The past year and a half has been completely and utterly insane. And I'm going to get more into like what it is I do as a coach, how I make money, how I've earned trips places, how it has truly changed my life, what this community is like. But I just need you to know that it has forever changed my life. And I am so stinking grateful for it. So, that's all I have to say. I hope you keep watching.